Hi, welcome back to this pick a card reading. I thought we'd try something a little bit more creative. So this reading will be about your psychic abilities, which ones are more innate to you, which ones you should use or develop further because they are innate to you, and perhaps that would be a great avenue to explore. So we'll go ahead and grab a few more crystals for our psychic abilities. I'm going to use this beautiful jasper as well. So go ahead and reflect right away on the crystals. Sorry, let's put this one away. We've got here, I forget what this one's called, but it's beautiful green with some purple right in there. So if you feel kind of drawn to that one, that might be your reading. Let's continue with your psychic abilities. This is citrine. It's kind of a beautiful yellowy quartz. And then we have jasper. So this, if your psychic abilities, if you feel drawn to this one, that could be relevant. Go ahead and grab our angel cards. I love this deck. It's one of my newer decks. So let's see. Citrine, what are their psychic abilities of citrine? Why are they here? What are their innate psychic abilities they can tap into further? Okay, Jasper. Do you have an extra for citrine? Any extra messages for citrine? No, but move on. Okay, go with the green and purple for their psychic abilities. Any extra messages for their innate psychic abilities? So go ahead and just leave those. Sheesh, I just won't go in there. Jasper, red jasper. Innate psychic abilities for jasper, red jasper. Oh, very assertive, very strong. Jasper. Oh. Lastly, any other psychic innate talents or abilities? We're talking about psychic abilities here more so. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and see what we got. Go ahead and make your choice. Hopefully this reading is accurate. I really feel drawn to the layout, though, of the stones we have here. I think I'm going to get started with the green and purple pile, just because their cards are a bit harder to move right now. So, okay. So, if you picked this beautiful pile for your psychic abilities, we'll get started. Let's leave that in the reading, maybe. Your innate psychic abilities. Let me see how I'm feeling about this. I think you might be able to read people really well. Yeah, and you might know how to approach them. I'm feeling like Gemini energy here, maybe, like, but something mixed with like a really empathic knowing, or like a really nice, like, you could be a really like empathic person, maybe. Psychic abilities, huh? I want to get more information. Where do your psychic abilities stem from for this pile, please? Their psychic innate talents and abilities. Which psychic abilities do they possess for this pile? Those who pick this pile, what are their innate psychic abilities? Angels, interesting. You could be a very angelic presence. People could trust you a lot as well. Where else do their innate psychic abilities? Trust and faith. Okay, so you could be like a healer in some kind of sense as well. Maybe like spirits respond really well to you. Psychic abilities for this pile, please. Can you tell me about their psychic abilities? You could have developed this over time, or it could have been passed on. It's like unicorn energy, so maybe like the arts was important at some time. Maybe your ancestors were from like ships, or water has to do a lot with this. Is like a very emotional, like, psychic ability in some sense. Like, maybe you're able to like transmute your emotions onto others, or maybe you can understand people's emotions and heal them or something. Psychic abilities in this pile. What are their psychic abilities? Can you tell me exactly? Yeah, maybe it's the way you speak. Like, you speak with a very intuitive, like, maybe you're clear, like, what do you call that? Clairsentient, or maybe you pick up on the thoughts of others, like, intuitively. You just know what people are thinking. You could be like ESP. Psychic abilities. Maybe you have like psychic abilities. Let's see. Psychic abilities for this pile, please. Psychic abilities. Maybe you can see the future. Like maybe you do this on your own time. Like you somehow tap into people's timelines or something. Like you can see the future for them or something. What are their psychic abilities, please, for this pile? What are their psychic abilities, please? Innate talents you want them to lean into. What are their psychic abilities? Innate psychic abilities for this pile, please. Seraph. Okay, let's see. 21. Again, adds to 3, which could be Gemini energy here. Which could be someone that's very friendly with most people. Let's go ahead and see. Sorry, just give me a moment. You could have like both air sign and water sign placements. Okay, 21. Practice connecting to the joy that is always deep within you. Pay attention to what brings you exquisite delight. If you don't know what that is, you are guided to experiment and explore. Connecting to the joyful capacity of your heart will heal so much negativity and uncertainty. Let your heart relax. Allow the spiritual grace that wishes to reorder your life to manifest its miraculous. So seraphims, angels are definitely important to you in some regard. They seem to be around you. Maybe you're able to like influence people to act more high vibrational. We'll get our witchy one. Maybe this will give us some extra insight. Tell me more about their psychic abilities for this pile, please. Psychic abilities, please. I think you do something in private, maybe. Like maybe you do things in a closed room with a mirror and kind of like meditate on your own, like with a crystal ball or something like that. Like you might communicate with something. Tell me more about their psychic abilities, please. Maybe let's do this tarot deck because it's kind of got a pentacle on it, so it's perfect. Psychic abilities for this pile, please. Psychic abilities. Tell me more about their psychic abilities. What are their main psychic abilities and innate talents, please? Innate psychic ability. This is not. Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely your ability to be empathic. You know, this lady, she's in the front, but you can see the animals behind her are completely at peace. So you could have the ability just through your energy, your aura. When you enter an area, you might be like somehow mentally persuading people to calm down, or you understand how they are already from their mind, so you know the best way to approach them, how to like balance everyone out. You could have Libra placements as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and see psychic abilities for this pile. Psychic abilities from this pile. Yeah, Gemini right here, new moon of Gemini. We did see I felt a lot of Gemini energy, like air sign combined with, you have the intellect, but you also have the empathy. So, you know, you're able to speak from a really intuitive, guided place. You might be like clairsentient, or you might be like speaking words that you're picking up from the environment, like things that you pick up in the air, like ESP. Like maybe you're saying things nobody even said, or you know what people are thinking or saying, or you say things like in the most like aligned way, like they need to hear it just in that moment, and you say it, and they're like, how do you know that? And you're like, I don't know, I just know, you know, like, or I don't know, it's just like downloaded. So that could be part of your psychic abilities, so you might want to tap into that more. Probably a good way to do that would be kind of going in a room. I kind of think like alone or something, I don't know. 52, let's go ahead and see what that's about. Maybe there's some messages in here for psychic abilities for you guys. Last messages from these tea leaf. Psychic abilities for this pile, please. Yeah, I think you are a mediator in some sense. Like you somehow catalyst, you like burn energies, or you like transform people's thoughts or something. And you're able to do this with both your air sign placements and your water sign placements. Like you intuitively connect to them, and then you know the right words to say. It can make you a really great salesman, or maybe just allows you to put people on their destined life path, especially if they were off course in any kind of way. Yeah. So I hope that helped you. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link. Thank you very much. We'll go ahead, and I think we'll do citrine next for your psychic ability. So if you pick this pile, sorry, put this pile away. If you pick citrine, this will be your pile. So psychic abilities. Queen of Swords. Wow. Okay, I think your psychic ability, let's get deeper before I make too many fast judgment calls. You might live a very long life, by the way. Interesting. I'm getting like a vibe of like you are usually in control of your life in kind of general. Like, what are your psychic abilities? Let's go ahead and see. I'm feeling called to this deck a little bit. Let's see. What are your psychic abilities if you picked citrine? What are your psychic abilities? The underworld, okay, elements. You could be very strong. I'm getting like a strong energy here. Like when you want something, it happens. Like you were very forceful manifester in some kind of sense. I'm getting very hot too. Like maybe you have a lot of fire energy, so you're able to push your manifestations into reality quickly. You assert, maybe your words are kind of like spells. Maybe you assert what you want through your voice, and then it comes to pass. Like writing, scripting could be great for you. You write what you want, you feel it, you see it, and somehow writing or like the intellect is part of your abilities. And I feel like your abilities are to control things in some kind of sense. I don't know. Let's get extra messages for your psychic abilities for citrine. Bath call, interesting energy. You could be very persuasive, and you could do this from like an instinctive, seductive kind of place, maybe. Let's see. Let's see. Issue complicated explanations as you seek simplicity of the deepest truth of your heart, gently but firmly. I'm getting like black magic energy a little bit. You could be very knowledgeable in the occult. Yeah, it looks like your prayers, like what you think, what you say, manifests. Like that's the kind of vibe. You have a powerful voice which can foster healing and wisdom on our planet. That's intriguing. Maybe you get like, maybe when people try to lie to you, like there's a voice that enters your mind that tells you the truth, like right away. Like you can see through anything. Like maybe your voice somehow also sets people on the right path. You could have like water sign placements or air placements. I already read for pile one, or the first pile I read, which was the green and purple pile rock. That they had like water combining with air, which was like creating like a psychic ability of being able to read people's minds and then say the right thing. I don't think yours might be similar to that, but it's giving a lot more forceful energy. So even if you do have a water sign placement in your chart, I don't think it's going to be like a Pisces or Cancer. I think it'll be Scorpio here. You could be like really talented naturally at the occult some way. Could have been pondering those things from a young age. So let's go ahead and see for Citrine's Citrine's psychic abilities, please. Psychic abilities for those who pick Citrine. Again, a lot of air energy here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Memories, nostalgia, interesting. Memories, nostalgia. Psychic abilities for Citrine, please. Psychic abilities. I think like you know how to make your own will come into reality. You could be very independent or innovative in some kind of way. That's intriguing. I'm gonna get, yeah, let's get the familiar for you guys. Psychic abilities for Citrine, please. Psychic abilities for those who pick Citrine, their psychic abilities. Their abilities psychically, what you want them to tune into. Frog, creativity, again, manifestation. And with Scorpio energy on the bottom, on the top. So, you are very seductive, persuasive, and you can push anything that you desire into reality. There's a lot of spirits around you that are willing to help put your goals into action. You could be into consciously like black magic, or unconsciously you just have a lot of protection around you, spirit guides, ancestors that love to intervene on your behalf, and kind of, if they know you want something and you tell them, they'll try to make it happen. You know, maybe your ability is just to ask for what you want, sending that prayer out, and then kind of like seeing it happen in reality. You might have a really forceful energy in your chart or something like that as well. Like a Mars trine Jupiter or something. Like maybe you're able to like rally the forces to your side, or you believe in yourself, and that kind of just the universe mirrors what you think and feel, right? So have faith in your dreams. A new start is coming. Yeah, with the new moon energy. New moons is when we manifest what we desire. It's a new start. So I feel like your psychic abilities really revolve around you being able to push, like gain money instantly, or get the thing you want instantly just by saying you want it. Like that's how strong you are. You could be a very practiced kind of person. Like you don't even, it's not much about psychic abilities anymore for you. It's like combining everything you know into your utilization. So but I think if you did have a psychic ability, it would probably be like clairaudience, like you can see through things and you get messages delivered to you, as well as manifestation. So maybe we'll get an Egyptian to end it, or any last messages for their psychic abilities, please, for this pile citrine. Yeah, okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. You could be really determined with this crow. This crow has like a red eye that's just like staring down like me. And then we have the goat energy here, which means like kind of goat is associated with kind of like black magic type stuff with the goat headed god. It's not really a bad thing because there's no dichotomy of like light and good. Sometimes it can be blurred. So maybe you're used to like combining your shadow self into your main personality, and you knowing that, you know, reality is gray, you know, and that the devil is really just a version of God in a sense. Like he kind of puts you on the right path and allows you to work through any sins or whatever, but also allows you to control things and or whatnot, or I don't know. Go deeper into it if you're into that. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. You could be older. You could be like a master at your craft already. So I hope this helped you. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link. Thank you so much. Okay, so if you went ahead and chose Jasper for your psychic abilities, and this will be your message for Jasper. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, we'll continue on. Psychic abilities for Jasper. You could work with, maybe you communicate with spirits in some kind of sense, maybe unconsciously or consciously, you know. Psychic abilities, please, for Jasper, Red Jasper, psychic abilities. Psychic abilities. Psychic abilities, please, for Jasper. Psychic abilities. Interesting. Psychic abilities. Tell me more about Red Jasper. Oops, sorry. Magnetism of Eros. Very interesting. Let's go ahead and read that. Number 1. This could be Aries energy. This could be, let's see. 1. Trust in what your heart yearns for without concern about how it manifests. Take steps towards that which moves your heart. Reach out for what your soul wants and needs. Allow yourself to be vulnerable, for only then can you be truly held. That which appears out of the reach is unavailable, is closer than you realize. Interesting. Thanatos. Interesting. Eros. There's almost like a sense of conflict in your reading in some kind of sense. Like maybe you're able to cause conflict or something. Like, well, this doesn't make sense. Let's see. Your psychic abilities. Can you clarify their psychic abilities, please? Yeah, it's basically saying like You're able to cause conflict. Psychic abilities. Psychic abilities, please. But you're also able to heal it. Equilibrium protects against attacks. So you could have defensive magic about you, like maybe your psychic ability is able to like protect yourself from conflict. You could be like a lawyer or something, and maybe your psychic ability is able to like protect yourself, like go in those situations where you wouldn't be protected and kind of navigate them very like very well. Psychic abilities or innate talents. Psychic abilities and innate talents, please. There's psychic that you need to lean into. There's psychic abilities you want them to lean into, please. What are their psychic abilities, please? Can you tell me more? With Red Jasper's abilities psychically. It's kind of giving me pile to the pile before you, Citrine's kind of vibe. Like there is an assertive tone to that energy, but yours doesn't have a lot of air. You have a lot of water and some earth. So you could have like earth sign placements and water sign, which makes you able to like push. Maybe like yeah, maybe how you differ from Citrine. Like Citrine was pushing things with their words, and like you know their logic. Maybe they studied the occult, but for you guys, it's different. This is like using your emotions to like manifest your desires into reality in some sense. Like I feel like you have this kind of like energy about you. Something to do with like your energy. Tell me more about their psychic abilities for Red Jasper, please. Yeah, since we did see some water energy, this is like if you feel it, you get it. Like for like maybe if you're like an air sign, like pile two had some air sign placements in pile one as well. There was a lot of like they have to speak it to come into creation or they have to like write it down like scripting, but for this energy it's like you have to embody it, you have to like listen to music, you have to like watch movies, like you need a visual or like emotional, it's more about the emotions. Like for you maybe your ability to manifest is directly correlated with how you feel about something. Like if you feel like you already have it, then you do. We're getting some air though in here as well. Tell me more about their psychic abilities for Red Jasper, please. Psychic abilities. Yeah, something about you like operating from a really authentic emotional place and how like magnetized is exactly what you want for yourself. Like maybe whenever you're like really assertive, you notice that like the universe just snaps into place and everything that you wanted just comes in. It's like you have to be like fed up with something or maybe like um yeah, this might come in periods of time when you need to like stand your ground in some regard, like especially in conflict. Yeah, we saw that at the beginning of the reading. Like anytime you're entering a conflict with somebody or there's a conflict around you, it's like you have to like come into your emotional um badassness and then you just like manifest like resolution instantly. I don't know, you could be like a lawyer or something, like this is how you win. You would be great in like closing deals or something to do with law, you know, because you can instantly like from discord cause harmony, like or something. Like it could be your aura. I think pile one had something similar to that, but theirs was a bit different water energy. Like they had water sign as well, but it was like it was just different. Like yours is kind of like different. Like it's like your powerful emotions are what like allows you to like I don't know. Like the other pile one is kind of like more kind. Like they were not kind. They were more like diplomatic. They were like slowly influencing people. But this energy is like you come in and somehow you're able to like switch people on in such a way or switch them off. I don't know. Your psychic abilities for Red Jasper, please. Yeah, I think you can make a lot of money in this regard. Like I don't know. I feel like people like you. Yeah, fear, worries, and tense situations. It's like somehow you get yourself in this, and it like, tell me more about their psychic abilities. Yeah. Okay, tell me more about their psychic abilities. I want to get some tarot psychic abilities for Red Jasper, please. Yeah, it's like your assertiveness, but yet like, yeah, there's something very like strong. I don't know. Any extra messages for their? No, let's get this deck. Okay, for your psychic abilities for Red Jasper. Yeah, balancing spirituality and practicality. It's like you know the perfect combination of like real life. Interesting. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave you guys with a rune for psychic abilities. Red jasper, please. Psychic abilities for the red jasper. Psychic abilities. What are their psychic abilities? Innate talents and psychic abilities, please. Laguz, you might want to look into that. It's somehow using like your intuition in Sowello in the reverse, sort of. So Sowello, what is that about? You can see there's like a man shutting the mouth of like a crocodile with just his mind or something. Like maybe you're able to like make people obey or like kind of like give up the fight, so to speak. Let's go ahead and see Sowello. So Google. And this could be like fierce opposition that you're dealing with as well. Let's go ahead and see. Sowello rune. It's the rune of the sun. It is the counterforce to cosmic ice in the rune Isa. So maybe your sheer like masculine energy or your sheer ability to send out like positive, strong, masculine, I'm in charge kind of vibes like subdues opposition. Victory, wholeness, seed of the soul, mastery, and guidance. Well, I hope that helped you. Please Google it yourself for more information. Sowello rune, Sowelo, and thank you so much. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the buy me a coffee link.